Arnav, first of all, congratulations for securing All India Rank 4. You have made Career Launcher Pune and all of us proud. Uh, Arnav is our 2 year student of Career Launcher. He joined us in our span batch. So, first of all, Arnav, congratulations, many, many congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you, sir. I mean, pretty happy, obviously. But I think after like the AILET result came out and I checked my CLAT score using the answer key. So after that, it was pretty much expected. Not a single digit rank, but yeah, pretty happy though.
So Arnav also had secured All India rank 35 in IELTS. He has shown a very consistent performance. है ना? So Arnav seems to be very happy. Both the places he has nailed it. And once again, congratulations to him. So Arnav, what do you feel was the game changer in the exam per se?
In the exam, definitely like having a very calm, like being composed, being alert, and the idea of pushing through every question. So there was this one thing that I was telling my friends, like our group, when we were outside the center, I was telling them that you need to push through every question. It was like a way of reminding myself that I have to do this, but also like a pep talk. So it was like we're a football team, and then we were discussing what we'll do in the game, and then I'm like, yeah, you have to push through every question. And that after 1 hour after 1 hour ended, I realized that I was getting too cozy. I was slowing down. I was like, not like I wasn't taking into consideration the time factor. So when that thing came back, you need to push through every question, and that's when I got back in form, and like I said, attempting things with speed. The second thing being like one thing that I've messed up in a few of my mocks is the OMR, and that was one thing I was reminding myself again: mess up, like attempt it incorrectly, but don't mark the OMR wrong, or you'll regret it for the rest of your life. I say, and yeah, I think yeah, that's there. Yeah.
I have always found Arnav to be as cool as a cucumber. He is very similar to how MS Dhoni is on the field. So I guess it was MS Dhoni on the field on that CLAT day. Do you feel so?
Yes. I mean, I did like that was an adrenaline rush. It wasn't pressure exactly, but it was the excitement that yeah, this is an opportunity to like prove myself to actually prove to myself that yeah, I have this capacity, like to break the limits. Like I often talk to many of my friends, and like in class, so I would be like NLS, I'm aiming for NLS, yeah, or like Nalsar at least a top 3, and they're like, that's good, like if it's saying it, but it's very difficult to actually do like the task. But then it's like, if you I never limited myself to I never set any limits. I always thought ki, it's possible. And there were times in the preparation when I gave mocks where I felt ki, अरे इतने score पे तो हो गया, like होएगा ही नहीं ऐसे. But there was this one thing that I kept telling myself: it is those 2 hours. This exam is such that what you do in those 2 hours
Yes,
matters, like more than, I'll say, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it matters more than the 2 years that you give before it.
but Arnav, I've always found you to be very consistent, as in you gradually increased your score step by step, step by step. You took it up. What do you feel? How did CL mocks help you in the actual exam?
Yeah. So mocks and analysis obviously forms a very important part of the CLAT prep. And I mean, our mock, like in the career launcher, the mocks was such that I never had a very, very consistent score in every subject. If like kabhi English difficult aega, kabhi logic difficult aega, then kabhi GK will be difficult, kabhi maths will be difficult. Another thing that helped me a lot during the exam was that there were times in career launcher mocks where I considered myself to be very good in math. Like I was decent at maths, so I thought, ki, okay, maths, I can attempt maths and I can leverage that in comparison to the other aspirants. But I would often devote too much time in the career launcher mocks, and I would realize that, oh, I don't have enough time left to attempt an entire section. That is something that came so handy in this exam because the math section in CLAT 2023 was a surprise compared to the 2022 section, which was so easy. This section was something that was just meant to mess with our heads. So I kept that in mind and I was like, I don't want to repeat that thing that happened in the mocks. So the mocks, it's not only practice, it's the experiences, it's the realization that it gives to you that you need to use, that you need to remember throughout the prep.
Very rightly said, and I guess Max was one of the factors which created a difference for a lot of students in this exam. Arnav was definitely good in Max, and that's what probably helped him create the difference. Arnav, what would you say about the booster program that we had? How did it help you to boost your scores?
The booster program, yeah. So, like in the booster program, the sheets that we solved, we had all kinds of sheets. Sometimes so it messed with the heads. Like I would go home with a headache. I would be like, I would tell Arnav, Avari, that अभी तो वड़ा पाव खाना ही पड़ेगा, वरना I don't even have the energy to go home after this sheet.
Uh, uh,
So, like sometimes the passages would be very long. Sometimes the questions would be very tricky. Sometimes they would give us the question, like the options would be very difficult to choose between. So yeah, and in fact, every even logic, even legal, we got access to a variety of questions. So yeah, definitely helped.
So, for the students of entire India, you would be an inspiration. For the students of entire India, what would you suggest as a study plan for, say, uh, for a broad timeline of 1 year? How should one study? How should one prepare?
Yeah. Uh, I have, uh, I, I haven't been the most disciplined aspirant though, but okay, let's try this. Yeah. What I have seen from my classmates, like from my batchmates, who I really admire for the way they've handled things, which I have also tried to inculcate in myself during the prep, is for GK, be very organized. Like, even though this time GK was a surprise, not much of what I or anyone studied came in the paper, but it helps you gain the confidence that, yeah, I'm well prepared. GK is a piece of cake for me. I can manage this. So for GK, be very organized. Like some people even made like chote registers, small. For one, they made awards, they made summits, they made, yeah. So you can try that. Don't go run after too many sources. I did that and I ended up not being able to do anyone. I ended up doing September month from 5 different compendiums and didn't do the other months only. So the in the end, that came back to my head ki, Arey, what if I mess up GK? So don't run after too many sources. Pick one, stick to it. For legal, try to solve as many questions as possible. The basic legal knowledge, contracts, torts, that will always help you because there's a very high chance that iska passage aa hi jayega. And English and logic is pretty much similar. For logic, I'll say the only difference is for English is the passage that you need to understand, and for logic, it's the question that you need to understand. So the you need to develop an approach, a perspective, and that will help you in the exam. So just work on your perspective, and if none of this works, then just maintain a calm mind during the exam, and you'll still ace it.
You'll
Believe
still
in
see.
yourself.
Very, very nicely said. Any final tips that you would like to give to CLAT 24 students, CLAT 24 aspirants?
Mm, yeah, don't take too much stress. Like a month ago, even I was joking with my father. I'm like, Patna jana padega, फिर लिट्टी चोखा खाना पड़ेगा उधर. So, but like Air 4 is, yeah,
Yeah,
ultimately it's Air 4.
yeah,
So
your mom shared this with me that you have already prepared yourself for Litti Choka.
yeah, I used to joke around with them, give them some attention. So it's like I could laugh it off. Yeah, so don't take too much pressure. One thing that really helped me apart from my prep is my group, the group and my coaching. Really, I was inspired by every single one of them. I inculcated, you can always learn something or the other from every person. One person might do one subject right. If you meet 5 people like that, you'll get all the 5 subjects beautifully done. And learn from them, meet, like, have a good circle, healthy competition. Always be very passionate. If you're pursuing anything, not just CLAT, be very passionate about it and give it your best. And after that, just don't think about it, don't regret anything. you'll do well.
Very nicely said. Very nicely said. Once again, congratulations, Arnav. He secured All India rank 35 in AILET and All India rank 4 in CLAT. So NLU Delhi versus NLSIU Bangalore. Which are you planning to go into? Which one of
That's the
them?
question I've had on my, like, it's been on my mind for a week now since the AILET ka result came. And I've been like, I think it'll end up with me drawing chits. Like I'll have to put in chits, ki NLS my way, NLU. It's very difficult. I've talked to so many people. Somebody says Delhi is a jackpot. Somebody says that Bangalore is the best. You need to go to Bangalore. There's no question only. So now it's just confusing.
Great, 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 great. Once again, congratulations, Arnav. Thanks for being here, Hannah. Thanks for sharing your views, your opinions, and what you did in the past 2 odd years to reach here, Hannah. Thank you so much, Arnav. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.